Marco Rubio has been an incredible Secretary of State to the United States of America. I remember him as a kid. I've seen him live in person as a kid. I grew up in Florida, and he was a Florida politician for a very long time. I'm Traveling Clat, your favorite Zionist prince. Let's take a look at this incredible clip of Marco Rubio.
Are you saying there that the United States did not see intelligence that the Supreme Leader had ordered weaponization?
That's irrelevant. I see that question being asked in the media. That's an irrelevant question.
No,
they have
that is
everything
the
they need
key
to build
point
a weapon.
in U.S. intelligence assessments. You know that.
No, it's not.
Yes, it was.
No, it's
that
not.
The political decision had not been made.
I know that better than you know that, and I know that that's not the case.
But I'm asking you whether the order was given.
And the people who say that, it doesn't matter if the order was given. They have everything they need to build nuclear weapons. Why would you bury things in a mountain, 300 feet under the ground?
Right.
Why would you bury why do they have 60% enriched uranium? You don't need 60% enriched uranium. The only countries in the world that have uranium at 60% are countries that have nuclear weapons. Because they can quickly make it 90. They have all the elements. They have. Why do they have a space program? Is Iran going to go to the moon? No, they're trying to build an ICBM.
No, but
so
that's a question. That's a question. That's a question of intent. And you know, in the intelligence assessment, that it was that Iran wanted to be a threshold state and use this leverage. I'm talking about the public March assessment, and that's why I was asking you if you know something more from March.
But that's also an inaccurate representation of it. That's an accurate representation of it. That's not how intelligence is read. That's not how intelligence is used. Here's what the whole world knows. Forget about intelligence. What the IAEA knows. They are enriching uranium well beyond anything you need for a civil nuclear program. So why would you enrich uranium at 60%?
Right.
If you don't intend to one day use it to take it to 90 and build a weapon.
Right.
Why are you developing ICBMs? Why do you have 8,000 short-range missiles and 2,000 to 3,000 long mid-range missiles that you continue to develop? Why do you do all these things? They have everything they need for a nuclear weapon. They have the delivery mechanisms. They have the enrichment capability. They have the highly enriched uranium that is stored.
Yes.
That's all we need to see.
Right. Well,
especially in the hands of a regime that's already involved in terrorism and proxies and all kinds of things around. They are the source of all
yes, and no one's disputing that. I'm not doing that here. And they were censured at the IAEA for that enrichment and for violating their non-proliferation agreements. I was simply asking if we had intelligence that there was an order to weaponize, because you said weaponization ambitions.
Well, we have intelligence that they have everything they need to build a nuclear weapon, and that's more than enough.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing takedown by Marco Rubio. I really love this guy. I love this guy, and I want to add this in as well. This is kind of something new. This is coming from Truth Social on Donald Trump. This is just a couple hours ago. Did I hear former President Medvedev from Russia casually throwing around the nuclear word and saying that he and other countries would supply nuclear warheads to Iran? Essentially, there was a tweet from former President Medvedev who had said he kind of admitted that Iran's nuclear weaponization program had happened and it was going to continue happening, because he basically admitted openly for the first time that nuclear weaponization was part of Iran's infrastructure there. There was a tweet that went on. I might cover it in a different video. Anyways, Trump says, did he really say that, or is it just a figment of my imagination? If he did say that, and if confirmed, please let me know immediately. Should not be treated so casually. I guess that's why Putin's the boss. By the way, if anyone thinks our hardware was great over the weekend, far and away the strongest and the best equipment, we have 20 years advanced over the pack in our nuclear submarines. They are the most powerful and lethal weapons ever built, and I just launched the 30 Tomahawks. All 30 hit their mark perfectly. So in addition to our great fighter pilots, thank you to the captain and crew. He kind of like went off a little bit on a tangent there towards the end. He didn't stay on script or stay on topic, but that is Donald Trump. Pretty insane that the former Russian president just openly admitted to the fact that there was Iranian nuclear weaponization happening. That's not something we had so far. That's kind of new information. So scary, also insane, also groundbreaking, also it gives you all the proof that you need now for all the retards on the woke right who are like, I'm not going to fight for Israel. I'm not going to go die for Israel. Here you go. You don't need to die for Israel. Iran said death to America. They have a nuke. That's enough. You don't need anything else. If you don't want to attack them, you're just a fucking pussy. You're just not American. If they're saying death to America and developing a nuke and you don't want to attack them to get rid of that threat, you're a fucking pussy. That's all I have to say. That's it. That's it. There's nothing left to say. I love you guys a long time. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, class.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.